Well, hello everyone and good morning. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to our Clarkdale Project Showcase. We are so glad that you've come along to join us in celebrating everyone's hard work this semester. To start us off today, ASU Sustainable Cities Network acknowledges the 22 Native nations that have inhabited this land for centuries. Arizona State University's 4 campuses are located in the Salt River Valley on ancestral territories of many indigenous peoples, including the Acamel, O'odham, or Pima, and Peeposh, or Maricopa Indian communities, whose care and keeping of these lands allow us to be here today. ASU acknowledges the sovereignty of these nations and seeks to foster an environment of success and possibility for Native American students and patrons. We are advocates for the incorporation of Indigenous knowledge systems and research methodologies within the contemporary research practices. And ASU welcomes members of the Acamel, O'odham, and Peeposh, and all Native nations to the university. Thank you for joining us. My name is Steve Russell. I'm the program manager for ASU's Project Cities program at the Sustainable Cities Network.
Hi there, and good morning. My name is Ann Richmond. I'm director of ASU's Sustainable Cities Network and Project Cities program. I also want to welcome you. Just a little background on the Sustainable Cities Network. It was started in 2009 as an education and outreach program of the Global Institute of Sustainability and the School of Sustainability. Our mission is to convene our local communities, which include cities, towns, tribal communities, and counties on sustainability related topics, everything from renewable energy and energy efficiency and green infrastructure to climate and resilience. We also want to serve as that important bridge to our very talented faculty and students, engaging communities in our research, involving them in grants, and also creating that use-inspired research that is part of our charter. So with that, Project Cities is one of our signature programs, which we started in 2017. We are so excited to have our semester end showcase with the town of Clarkdale. We want to extend our gratitude to our colleagues with the town, and in particular, our Project City liaison, Tracy Lavinka. She is the town manager of Clarkdale and serves in the coordinator role on Clarkdale's side of the partnership. So she makes everything seem so seamless. She has also directly mentored and supported students in each semester of our partnership, and we couldn't do this without her. So Tracy, thank you so much. We are also fortunate to work with the Community Development Director, Ruth Mayday, and to engage with several other members of the community of Clarkdale this semester. Your participation in the research process has enabled us to has been essential to informing and guiding our student teams to investigating the challenges of Clarkdale as identified for them. We also want to recognize the executive leadership and elected officials who have supported this partnership model. And here today we have Mayor Robin Prudhomme Bauer, along with the mayor, and Tracy will introduce her in just a second. Your support and engagement with the student projects has been instrumental to the partnership success, so thank you so much. We also want to thank our esteemed faculty and administrative colleagues at ASU who have helped us to steer the projects based learning process through the pandemic. Without our talented faculty, this process would not work, and you have done such a fabulous job mentoring the students, but also working so well with the town. We can't thank you enough for this part of our partnership. And last but not least, we'd like to recognize the stars of the show, which are our talented students. We have an incredible mix of 68 ASU students from across the university, so many different majors, 8 master's capstone projects, 3 small groups, 1 methods class, and 1 studio course. So with that, we'd like to give you in advance a round of applause for your support and all your hard work, because we realize, particularly this year, in a year of the pandemic, it's been full of challenges on so many different levels. And this is a testament to your resilience as students and your perseverance to make it through the semester and provide such wonderful assistance to our town partner, Clarkdale.
And next, it's my pleasure to introduce our first speaker. That's Dr. Chris Boone. He's the Dean of the New College of Global Futures and the School of Sustainability. And he's been a longtime supporter of project-based learning in general, the value of community-embedded programs, and we feel very fortunate to call him one of our champions. Dr. Chris Boone, we'd love to have a few words.
Thank you, and welcome everyone, and special welcome to our now long-term partners at the town of Clarkdale. It's been really fabulous working with you. The Project Cities program is one that I'm really proud of. Ann and Steve know that I brag about it all the time to colleagues, and they always want to learn more, because when I describe it to them, they are as blown away as I am by what we've been able to achieve through this extraordinary effort. And the reason why I think it works is because it gives our faculty and students, staff, an opportunity to address issues that you, in this case, the town of Clarkdale and our other partners, have identified as important priorities. This is really important because we know historically that often academics are willing to give advice to communities and sometimes not as willing to listen to what their concerns are. I think ASU's had better history at that, but nonetheless, those town-gown relations go way back. And this flips that on its head, because we are really looking to you to understand what your priorities are, what your communities care about, and then to use the power of and scale of ASU to be able to address those through the engagement of faculty and students in the progress of developing their degrees or working towards their degrees. They get a chance to engage in some real world and authentic opportunities to learn, to take what they are learning in the classroom and then try to apply it in the sometimes complicated what we call real world. So it's a wonderful example of experiential learning at ASU, and I think probably one of the best that we have. The other reason why it is such a profound program is it speaks very clearly to the ASU charter. And if those of you don't have it memorized, I don't either, to tell you the truth. I've got it in front of me here on my screen. Let me read it to you. ASU is a comprehensive public university. This next part's important, measured not by whom it excludes, but by whom it includes and how they succeed. This is really important part of the mission of ASU, and something that stands out as really one of the distinctive qualities of the institution. The second is advancing research and discovery of public value. And the third is assuming fundamental responsibility for the economic, social, cultural, and overall health of the communities it serves. So those last two in particular, I think, apply very well to the nature of what ASU Project Cities is doing. So I just want to end by saying congratulations to everyone. Every year when I see the outcomes of this partnership, as I said, blown away, as I think is the best way to describe it. And lastly, just congratulations to everyone. I know this has been, as several have mentioned, a challenging year. But you know, the Palo Verdes are starting to bloom. That means that the semester is drawing to a close. And for those of you who are graduating, congratulations. For those of you who'll be coming back with us this summer or this fall, hopefully you'll be in a different kind of environment, one where we can, I know that Steve and Ann are particularly interested to see this happen, one where we can actually get together in the same room and have conversations over, I don't know, what is it, iced tea and cookies or something. So with that, congratulations, everyone, and I'll hand it back to you, Steve.
Well, great. Thank you so much, Chris, for that wonderful opening. And as Steve mentioned before, you know, we so gladly, you know, appreciate your support and, Yeah, we love working very closely with the School of Sustainability. It's a wonderful program. And so with that, we are going to transition over to some opening remarks by the town of Clarkdale. And I'd like to introduce Tracy again, who is the town manager. And she's been with Clarkdale now 2 years, but has a long history of public service. And she was previously with DeSoto, Texas, as their city manager. So with that, Tracy, it's been wonderful working with you, and I'd like to hand it over to you for introductions.
Thank you, Anne. So I would like to start by saying we have never had a partnership that has been so fulfilling as our partnership with ASU. In the last 2 years, and all 4 of our semesters have been so productive, but I think staff, as well as myself and the council, we have been nothing but impressed with the students that have come and worked with us. We got to see 2 sides. So we got to see everybody in person 1 year, and then the next year we got to do the online. Nonetheless, we worked really hard to form some relationships with those students during our time because we feel it's important. And to those that are graduating, congratulations. We're so proud of you, and never forget that Clarkdale is always open to you. We are willing to give you any assistance. We have loved giving that real life experience, and we never throw easy things at the students, and they have never ceased to amaze us. So this partnership is something that we look forward to next year also. And I am very fortunate that I have a council that really sees the value in this, and I have staff that really enjoys it. So we feel more blessed that we get an opportunity to do this and continue to scream the praises of ASU Sustainable Cities projects. Our mayor, Robin Prudhomme-Bauer, she has been a true advocate for us to continue to support this, and not only is she trying to do so by just attending and being very engaged, but she has also been our champion when it comes to trying to find our funding source for this type of programming. So we really appreciate that. Robin has really been in this community for quite some time, and so she knows much about the backside of the way our community worked prior to becoming our mayor. She was elected last August, so she has done a phenomenal job at falling into these footsteps of a previous former mayor who was with us for 16 years. So you can imagine the shoes she had to fill, and she has done an excellent job and just kind of taken hold. So I'm going to now turn it over to Mayor Prudhomme-Bauer so that she can give her opening remarks.
Good morning, all of you. Thank you so much, Tracy, for the kind words. I'm wearing the Project Cities t-shirt this morning because that's how much this program means to me and to our community. It has been a wonderful collaboration over the last couple of years, and I look forward to what we see and hear today from all of you, because it helps us so much to get a clear and perspective on issues that are important to our community, and from a group that is seeing it from a different set of eyes, and talking to different people. Because as Tracy said, I've been in this community 24 years, and we get a little stale once in a while, and we don't see the opportunities that are before us or right here in our communities, and you help us be able to see those possibilities and look at how we can take on some of the critical issues that are facing Clarkdale. And we're only one of the communities that this faces, that these issues are top priority, and that's attainable housing and expansion of our internet infrastructure. Those 2 issues are so important to us because that's our economic base. I call it our economic base. We need that as a part of the whole picture of how we grow and sustain our community for the long term in Clarkdale. And also it helps us meet our vision, as Tracy will say this more than once. Our vision is Clarkdale is a place that makes sense to live, work, and play. As she has said, often we play well, we work well, sometimes we don't, well, we live well, and sometimes we don't work as well as we should because we are missing some of these opportunities or the challenges that we face with housing and expansion of our internet structure. So I look forward to these presentations today and with excitement and a smile on my face, and let's go forward. Thank you so much.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate your kind words. I love that t-shirt. Looks great on you, by the way. Thank you so much for
There we
joining
go.
us here today. I have to echo all of that. This has been really one of the more mutually beneficial partnerships. Certainly the town has been great at embracing our students and really recognizing their potential and the opportunity to give some extra help on some of these challenging issues.